Do a self-audit. List down all the things that cause you anxiety. This assumes that you know what anxiety is and that you have certain feelings toward certain things in many areas of your life. This is not always the case. A lot of people have undiagnosed anxiety. They really can't quite put their finger on it, but whatever it is upsetting them. They won't label it as anxiety, but it may function like anxiety. So, to the best of your ability, write down all the things that you are aware of that cause your anxiety. Write down all the things that you fear. Since a lot of people are unclear about what causes them anxiety or what anxiety exactly is, we're going to just go by a self-audit regimen that uses strong emotions or strong feelings as a guideline. So, in this instance, you're going to list down all the things that you are afraid of. List them all out. There's no such thing as a wrong answer. If it seems irrational or almost cartoonish or funny, write them down anyway. This is all about you. Nobody's going to read your answers. The key here is to help you get a full picture of the things that weigh you down and hold you back. List down the things that you are guilty of. These are things that you are remorseful of. These are the things that you wish didn't happen. Maybe these are things that you did in the past or said in the past. Write them all down. There's really no intensity level here. As long as you can remember it now, and as long as it does come up in your mind from time to time, that's good enough to write down. Write down the things that you are doubtful of. Do you have relationships that you are doubtful of? Maybe you feel like you don't love your parents. Maybe you feel that your parents don't love you. Maybe you feel that you don't really believe in the religion of your parents or the religion you've chosen, or you don't have much faith in your partner. Whatever it is, write down the things that you're doubtful of. Right off the top of your head. Be as spontaneous as possible. There's no such thing as a right or wrong answer, so write down everything because we're trying to come up with a full audit of everything that's knocking around in your head. As much as you can, try not to edit yourself. Remember, nobody's going to check your answers. What's important is that you get everything down that you are thinking about. As long as it enters your mind, write it down. Don't second guess yourself. Don't edit what you wrote down. Think clearly about what happened. And as long as it enters your mind and as long as you can clearly describe it, write it down as is. Don't edit it. Don't tone it down or scale it up. Give yourself time to write out full lists. If it takes a couple of days or even a week or two, that's okay. Just give yourself the time to write a completely exhaustive list of all the things that you are anxious about. It's important to note that when you're doing this, you shouldn't put any stress on yourself. Don't think that this is some sort of deliberate, pre-planned, highly calculated exercise. That's defeating the purpose. The whole point here is to come up with a massive list to audit your anxieties. For this to happen, you have to be as comprehensive as possible. Unfortunately, when you put a lot of stress on yourself, you tend to edit yourself. You tend to highlight certain things and crowd out others. The better approach is to go about writing all these things like you're in the shower. Remember the last time you were in the shower and you came up with this idea? Well, people do that all the time. Because when they are in the shower, they're not pushing themselves to think one way or the other. They are more susceptible to genuine insight and flashes of intuition. Do that when you are doing a self-audit.